Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So look what's on the rise, Bitcoin. Everything else is kind of in the red right now, but Bitcoin seems to be taking off, up 1.79% in the last 24 hours. You can see that here, comparing it to the other charts from all the other cryptocurrencies in the space, other than just a few here, you know, with some minor movements in price. Look at Monero up 2.11%, but ultimately, by and large, a lot of the crypto space is in the red, Bitcoin in the green. So another leg up for Bitcoin, that is good. Ultimately, for the rest of the space, we will eventually see altcoins catch up with Bitcoin. This is XRP on the daily. Right now trading at 0.241 cents. Not much has changed. It is still vacillating in this level of support here. But we will start to see some movement, I have a feeling. I'm just going to bring up Bitcoin here. And you can see, I'll put it on the hourly just to give you guys a sense of what has been happening over the last several hours. So this trend, this rally is now moving upward. If you compare it to XRP, you can see that trend is still not, it is moving up slightly, but we're not really getting a defined trend here. Whereas Bitcoin, you can see that defined trend moving upward, okay? Higher highs, higher lows. And even when you compare it to coins like Ethereum is moving up, but we're seeing this the last several hours for Ethereum, movement has been moving to the downside. Same with XRP, same with other coins in the space, but Bitcoin is the one that's actually moving upward. If you're looking at this time frame here that I'm circling on the chart, so you can see that Bitcoin moving up. I have a feeling we're going to start to see another crypto blast upward soon. Chainlink down 7.6%. Look, number 8 position on the market cap list, with Polkadot taking that number 5 position. And these coins will get juggled around throughout this. Binance coin right now at number 7. It was in the number 5 spot just the other day. But anyway, this is how the crypto market goes, guys. I saw this from DJ Peter Vass here on Twitter. This is some big news. Big news, literally. BIGG, Big Digital Assets Inc. Subsidiary Blockchain Intelligence Group launches Ripple XRP and Stellar XLM on BitRank verified risk scoring service. So they have now listed XRP and XLM, a leading developer of blockchain technology search risk scoring and data analytics solution, is pleased to announce that based on customer demand, Ripple XRP and Stellar XLM have been launched as part of BitRank Verified version 1.22. BitRank Verified also supports Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other ERC tokens. Also, it supports Litecoin, BCH, and BSV. So BitRank Verified provides financial organizations with the ability to get a risk score on an address or transaction, allowing for the quick risk assessment of whether funds have been involved in nefarious activity. XRP, as we all know, is the digital asset built for payments. Stellar, as we all know, makes it possible to create, send, and trade digital representations of all forms of money as well. Just giving a bit of a description there. But BIGG's president, Lance Morgan, commented, adding Ripple and Stellar blockchains to BitRank Verified further enhances the ability of any organization involved in crypto compliance and investigations to perform their duties. XRP is number 4 by market cap, XLM is number 17 by market cap, and these additions allow to continue to position BIGG's services as having visibility into the top cryptocurrencies in the marketplace. We keep hearing this this same kind of narrative. The top cryptocurrencies in the space. There is something to be said about being in the top, and it's not just the superficiality of having that visibility for people coming into the space, although that is a big part of it in my opinion. Okay, being on the top of this list for newcomers coming into the space is going to be great for new money coming in. People not really getting it, realizing, oh, well, I knew about Bitcoin. I didn't realize there were all these other cryptos I could buy. And, chances are they're not going to scroll down this list and be like, well, what crypto should I buy? I'm going to go next and I'm going to continue to look. And, okay, this one, ARK, it's 34 cents. It's number 167. This is what I'll buy. Chances are that's not going to happen. What usually tends to happen is that they'll look at the first page, they'll realize, well, these are the biggest coins by market cap. I should probably take a look at it's the exact same thing as what happens when you do a Google search. Okay, if you're going to do a Google search and you're going to say, where do I buy crypto? Okay, in your search, chances are you're going to look no further than the first page of Google, maybe the second page. But ultimately, okay, now a lot of these are ads, and Google obviously knows that people are going to click on the first few links, so they put ads, paid ads up there. But then if you go below that, chances are you'll look at some of these websites here, and you'll take a look, and you might get an idea of where you can buy crypto. You're not going to continue to search and, maybe go to a 9th page on Google and then go down here and be like, okay, here's where I'm going to go to buy cryptocurrency. Chances are you might look at the number 1 or number 2 page. And it's the same with cryptocurrency, people getting into the space, new people doing research. They're going to look at these top cryptocurrencies. And so to my point, because sometimes I get a little sidetracked, it's important that these kinds of organizations are dealing with cryptos that have the high visibility, because these are the cryptos that are going to be part of the narrative. These are the cryptos that are going to matter in the future. And now Big Digital Assets has listed Ripple XRP and Stellar XLM on their site. Great news there. Going to keep moving though, guys. This from crypto_dash at crypto_dash-ODL on Twitter. And so this is news with regards to the cryptocurrency space at large. Unregistered ICO issuer agrees to disable tokens and pay penalty for distribution to harmed investors. So this had to do with a lawsuit from way back in 2017 when the ICO craze was going on. And it looks as though the SEC made their decision against Unikrn Inc., an operator of an online esports gaming and gambling platform headquartered in Seattle, Washington, for conducting an unregistered initial coin offering, or an ICO, of digital asset securities. Unikrn agreed to settle the charges by paying $6.1 million as a penalty, substantially all the company's assets to be distributed to investors through a fair fund. Interesting to say the least. But Hester Peirce is on their side. So this from Michael at Val5Links on Twitter. And this is a different side to that story. So that article that I just showed you here was from the official U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission website. But this now reported from CoinDesk, noted cryptocurrency advocate and SEC Commissioner Hester M. Peirce issued a public dissent after the SEC levied a $6.1 million fine on online gaming and gambling platform Unikrn for conducting an ICO in 2017, a penalty that effectively amounts to the size of the company's current assets. So Peirce said that not only did she disagree with the SEC's findings that Unikrn committed a registration violation, imposing a penalty that large will have a chilling effect on innovation on the part of other firms. She says we should strive to avoid enforcement actions and sanctions, however, that enervate innovation and stifle the economic growth that innovation brings. The commissioner said, I believe that this action and its accompanying sanctions will have such consequences. So Peirce used the opportunity to try to gain support for her safe harbor proposal that would allow companies like Unikrn a 3-year window to experiment and perfect their platforms without fear of running afoul of regulators in the new area of finance. So she is looking to reform this system. Obviously, some of the old rules that have been in place since the beginning just aren't necessarily jiving with the crypto space, because the crypto space is modern. It's new technology. It's a new way of doing things. So a lot of these antiquated securities laws don't necessarily provide the same kind of clarity. Because we're living in a new world. I mean, essentially, we're just living in a new world. So she's looking to reform the space, and she thinks that this is actually too severe of a penalty. That said, of course, ICOs, where they are complete scams, where people are just taking the money and running, those people should be penalized if they are indeed caught. But for legitimate companies, trying to build on a platform, try to innovate in a new technological world, probably shouldn't be penalized so severely. Of course, that's up for debate. Imagine if a regulatory safe harbor had been available to Unikrn, Peirce said, instead of permanently disabling its token as a result of today's settlement enforcement action. Unikrn, in concert with its token holders, might be devoting its time and resources to identifying new uses for the token and expanding its user base. So there's always two sides to the story, guys. I will leave this link in the description if you want to read further. Thanks to Michael at Val5Links on Twitter for posting that. And I don't know if you guys heard this. This just blew my mind as well. This from Anders L on Twitter. And apparently Yoshitaka Kitao has been named. I don't think he's named yet. He's actually been nominated as an economic advisor to the new prime minister. So I don't know if you guys aren't living in Japan, you probably, or maybe you do know this news. The Japanese prime minister just recently stepped down, and the person that is going to replace him is his right-hand man, Yoshihide Suga. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So he is the right-hand man of Japan's outgoing Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. And following is a list of advisors, friends, and supporters who may help Suga frame the policies of the new government if he wins the party leader elections on Monday. So the election hasn't even happened yet. And down here you can see Yoshitaka Kitao runs Japanese financial giant SBI Holdings and is a vocal enthusiast of blockchain technology. Suga and Kitao have discussed reforming regional banks and building a financial hub outside Tokyo. Kitao has said, adding that the two enjoy a close friendship. Suga has praised Kitao's ideas of a regional bank shakeup. So this guy clearly cryptocurrency friendly and looking to get one of the senior executives of SBI Holdings on his roster of people who he is confiding in to reform the banking sector. And obviously Yoshitaka Kitao, very, very cryptocurrency friendly, pro-blockchain, and SBI Holdings obviously does have a stake in Ripple too. So, and yes, just a quick correction here. This was actually an article from September 10th, so that election did happen on Monday, 2 days ago. Very, very interesting development there. Thought that was great. Thanks, David Liu, for that tweet. More XRP and Ripple news, guys. This from XRP Crypto Wolf on Twitter. Ripple partner Airwallex partners with WeChat Pay and launched a new solution that works with payments made through MasterCard and Visa bank cards in the UK and in Europe. So more Ripple connections, and this with regards to Hong Kong-based Airwallex. They've been a Ripple partner since 2017 and have spread the word about a launch of a new payment solution that allows accepting card wires in the United Kingdom and Europe in order to support the increase of commercial activity after the lockdown. The solution is coming to the UK and Europe, as previously mentioned. Airwallex partners with WeChat Pay, so as reported by Holland FinTech, in early June, Airwallex struck up a partnership deal with major Chinese platform WeChat Pay, which provides payments for goods and services directly to merchants. Now Airwallex, together with WeChat Pay, will work together to provide a new payment option in Australia, Singapore, and Hong Kong. According to the company's website, Airwallex is about to introduce a new payment solution called World Class Payment Acceptance for Visa and MasterCard holders, accepting payments for customers across the globe with fast, flexible settlement, coming soon to the UK and Europe. Fast, flexible settlement. Well, what's more flexible than settling instantly within 3 seconds so that you don't have to wait for that transaction to go through? Let's not forget, currencies, regular currencies, not cryptocurrencies, are prone to volatility the same way cryptocurrencies are. And so what is better, and I'm assuming they will be using XRP at some point here, what is better, having the exposure to volatility over 3 seconds or 1 business day? Of course, the less exposure, the better, and so Airwallex realizes this. The website shows that the new payment option will be available to customers in any part of the world, and they will be able to use all widespread gadgets and web browsers on their PCs. They are branding this as Airwallex Borderless Cards for Business, so this is a new development in the space. Airwallex, a Ripple partner. Guys, this thing is going to get so big, so fast, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, so I wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for posting that. This one here, guys, from Lucky John _XRP, the leader is declared. And I don't know if you guys heard this, Morgan Stanley veteran calls XRP the clear leader in the cross-border space, says Bitcoin and crypto portfolios offer a unique chance to earn 100 times what you've invested. So that's right, if you invest $100, you could perhaps come out with $10,000. If you invest $1,000, you could come out with $100,000. This is the crypto space, guys. This is why we're all here. We love this kind of thing. So Morgan Stanley veteran Zoe Cruz says XRP is the clear leader in the cross-border payment space, which in itself I think is a very important statement to make. She is a veteran for Morgan Stanley. Cruz, a strategic advisor to Ripple, tells the UNC Keenan Institute that XRP as a digital asset comes with its pluses and minuses. Okay, so it's not all rosy, but let's read on. XRP, the ally it is chosen, and it is the leader in that class, is basically the cross-border payment system. The reason this is an important decision is the cross-border payment system currently practiced in correspondent banks works fine through the SWIFT system. It's a messaging system. It works fine if your Morgan Stanley, sending $1 billion to Goldman Sachs or to Citigroup. So, of course, if you are part of the system, if you already have a lot of money, sending lots of money to another person or another entity who has lots of money is not the problem. But if you're a basket weaver in Nigeria, it's not so good. So the cross-border payment system where XRP was designed literally instantaneously, nanosecond transaction times for very high volume, low value business, where you can send $200 to a woman in Nigeria, that's an idiosyncratic plus. Its minus is that it has a lot of concentrated holdings in Ripple, the place I advise, where 50% of all coins minted are on the balance sheet. So what she is saying is one of the minuses is the fact that Ripple does hold 50% of the coins, but we got to remember those coins are in escrow. They are being released monthly, and they are not so that Ripple can control the ecosystem. It is an open ledger. Anybody can work on the XRP ledger. What I believe truly, even though this hasn't been stated, is that Ripple wants to make sure XRP works. And so in order to do that, they can't let it run rampant right away. At the beginning, they were giving some to clients. Now they are selling some to clients. They are using it to incentivize clients. Like that video I did 2 years ago now, over 2 years ago now, with regards to likening Ripple to being the crack dealer trying to incentivize clients to come on board. I don't know if I can find that video. If I can, just for fun, I'll link it up here in the right-hand corner. But ultimately, what Ripple wants to do, they want to incentivize clients. What they need to do is they have to have the XRP to do that, to get them hooked, to get them to understand. Even though at that time XRP wasn't being utilized, they wanted these clients to understand the potential of XRP. And so what they did was they signed up clients to get on their X-Current system, which didn't use XRP. And then once their clients trust them, 2, 3, 5, how many ever years down the road, once cryptocurrency regulation comes to pass, that's when they'll make the shift, move everybody onto ODL using XRP, and that to me is why Ripple needs to have some control over XRP. This is why they have it in escrow, to kind of make sure that this all rolls out properly. So going back to Cruz, though, she says that savvy investors should definitely apportion 1% to 10% of their portfolios across the top 5 to 10 cryptocurrencies. So where have we heard this before? Top 5 to 10 cryptocurrencies. Again, somebody else saying that these are going to be the biggest coins. And I know this list tends to fluctuate, but we know Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP have held top spots for a while. We do see some fluctuation with Bitcoin Cash, Binance Coin, Bitcoin SV, Litecoin, just to name a few. But anyway, she says the top 5 to 10 cryptocurrencies. The former Morgan Stanley executive views crypto investments as a moonshot opportunity. They could go to zero or they could earn 100 times, she explains. She also decries Bitcoin maximalism, comparing that as an investment strategy to only investing in one internet stock in the early 2000s. So she doesn't even have full confidence that Bitcoin is going to make it, which is very interesting. And then she gives an example about Netscape having 75% market share. Google is the leader now, and Netscape doesn't exist. So very, very interesting. She is a strategic advisor to Ripple, and she is saying XRP is the leader in that class. So for all of you guys thinking there is going to be an XRP killer, there is going to be a Ripple killer, take it from Zoe Cruz. She obviously does not think so. I'm going to keep moving along because I do still have some things to talk about here. Stuart XRP on Twitter, at XRP_Stuart, says this: with Ripple having 50% of the market in India either integrated onto Ripple or in the deal in 2018, it's a shame that India are limiting their full potential by introducing a new law banning trade in cryptocurrency. So this has to do with this just out. India now switching gears yet again. Banned or not, cryptocurrency made its way to India, and traders have not shied away from the opportunity to explore their investment options. Among top cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin has been the most opted for crypto, giving its history and dominance above all alts. As the BTC market has been providing great opportunities for traders to enter the market, there has been a rise in Indian peer-to-peer activity, which has also managed to surpass China. And now the government is saying, well, you know, we banned it first, then we kind of lifted the ban, and now we want to ban it again. The peer-to-peer market has been witnessing great volume since 2020, and Paxful has been the leading exchange with increased volume in multiple regions. P2P users in China have led the Asia-Pacific region for a long time, but since 2020 has managed to change the way the world works, it has also reflected the growing volume of peer-to-peer users in India. The value has surpassed China and is still rising, as suggested by the data collected by Arcane Research. So the big point here, though, is that India, yet again, wants to squash this new innovative technology and wants to ban cryptocurrencies. But that's not it. You know who else is chiming in on this? Brad Garlinghouse has actually come out against this, disappointed to see India flip-flop on crypto, hamstringing the nascent industry, which could serve one of the biggest populations of unbanked/underbanked citizens. And back to Stuart's point, in 2018, Ashish Birla did mention that India does have 50% of the Indian market in their pocket, and I'm sure that number has grown since then. That was over 2 years ago now. Brad Garlinghouse a little disappointed on this, and Ashish Birla also tweeting out, coincidentally enough, India could be a formidable competitor to China, but is taking the blockchain without crypto angle instead. So Ashish Birla also retweeting Brad Garlinghouse's tweet that he is disappointed about the flip-flop. Here are my thoughts. Yes, as a bigger picture, I could see Ashish Birla and Brad Garlinghouse why they're tweeting this out, because it doesn't look good on India that they are against crypto as a whole. But my thought is what they are actually against is crypto trading in the country, people trading these unregulated, I suppose they're seeing them as securities, even though they're cryptos, but unregulated products, I guess we'll call them. And also the fact that people are sending crypto to each other peer-to-peer. So I'll send Bitcoin to you, you'll send Ethereum to me or XRP or whatever, and nobody can tell us what to do because we're just doing it peer-to-peer and we're not using banks. I have a feeling that this is actually what India is against and what they're actually looking to regulate, not cryptocurrency utilization as a whole. I think that this is a way more complicated situation than Brad Garlinghouse is letting on, and same with Ashish Birla. So we'll see how it shakes out. Of course, India has changed their mind in the past. We will see what happens with this. Meanwhile, in the United States of America, XRP has been in the market since February 2nd, 2013, and the US still hasn't given XRP any regulatory clarity or framework. I don't want to rush the US. You've only had 7 years, 7 months, and 14 days, or 2,783 days, or 398 weeks, or 91 months. That's 66,769 hours, or 4,006,148 minutes, or 240,368,928 seconds. Why hasn't it gotten done yet? This is a great question from XRP_Stewart on Twitter. Well, apparently, more strides are being made for cryptocurrency regulation in the US. US crypto fintech firms to benefit from slimmed down regulatory process. And this from Ripple Rich at Rich Ripple on Twitter. So US crypto and fintech firms to benefit from slimmed down regulatory process. We are now getting some clarity as to how this is going to be expanded in most states in the United States. So money transmitters like Western Union, PayPal, and cryptocurrency firms will be able to more easily expand across the United States after 48 state regulators agree to a single set of supervisory rules that should reduce their compliance costs. The Conference of State Bank Supervisors, the CSBS, will on Tuesday unveil the new regulatory regime for money services businesses, which will undergo a single exam by a joint group of state regulators that oversee licensing instead of dozens of individual state exams. So guys, this is a brand new approach, and they're streamlining these regimes, applying them to 78 large payment and cryptocurrency firms, which combined move over $1 trillion annually. It aims to make it easier for companies to operate across multiple states, which is what is really, really important here. The state regulators have been working together in recent years to address company complaints that the state-by-state supervisory system is redundant and overly burdensome. Cryptocurrency and fintech firms, which typically have to be licensed state by state, have been particularly vocal about the problem. Under the new arrangement, a group of examiners from a handful of states will jointly supervise a business instead of each individual state. So we're getting some federal regulatory clarity here, and they're trying to make it easier to streamline across states. This is good news. And as a side note, I happened to see this on Twitter. This is related to this news because Val Jesterlock at NelloAngelo314 on Twitter retweets this from Fire Phoenix at XRP Hunter. Looks like they made a few updates to the article. Now it is 49 states. So this article originally said that it was 48 states, was it? Right, down here, 48 state regulators. And this happens all the time, right? Where we see articles become updated. Journalists may have had the news and then they get new information, and so they add more to the article based on the information that they're given. Well, some people here in the XRP community, including Fire Phoenix and Val Jester Lock, have been finding this very, very curious. Looks like they made a few updates to the article, now 49 states, and removed Ripple from the article. So guys, here is a clip from the first article. It wasn't this article that I'm showing you, is a different article reported by a different news outlet. Bank regulators in 48 US states are to unveil a consolidated regulatory framework that will make compliance for cryptocurrency companies simpler. And down here they say this will streamline compliance, making it easy for MSBs, companies like Coinbase and Ripple, to work across multiple states instead of going through the time and expense of getting regulated in each and every one. Fast forward to a few hours in the future is what I'm assuming. Now bank regulators in 49 US states, so we can see that they have already kind of changed some of the details in this article, states to unveil the consolidated. So here they say states, Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico plan to make compliance for cryptocurrency companies simpler by consolidating supervisory exams. And now down here they're saying this will streamline compliance, making it easy for state licensed money transmitters like Coinbase and Coinbase only to work across multiple states instead of going through the time and expense of getting regulated in each and every one. The first article stated Coinbase and Ripple. Now they're stating just Coinbase. I don't think that it is because Ripple and XRP will not be regulated in these states. I think that this is information that likely leaked out at the beginning and they wanted to dial it back. They don't want people to know about what Ripple's doing and how valuable XRP will become, because this still isn't said and done yet, okay? Any kind of hint towards Ripple being one of those superpowers that are really going to change the world of finance with their technology, with RippleNet, and utilizing XRP as ODL is not something I don't think at this point that they want the public to know about. Of course, we are still in very, very early stages. You and I in the XRP community, we do our research every day. Of course, we can see the connections. We are seeing what's happening before our eyes. But for the mainstream, this is the kind of thing that they're seeing. It was announced and now it is not. If you have another idea as to why this is occurring, please do put it down in the comments. I'd like to hear what you have to say. But guys, let me just bring up this point, and this is very important as well. This from James Rule XRP at RuleXRP on Twitter. To the XRP community, there are 2,113,520 XRP wallets, and each one of us have more than one. Most likely, I have 8. This is what James Rule is saying. Me, myself, I have several as well. So how many people really own XRP? Let's take a look at the rich list wallets. When you take a look at this page and calculate how many XRP wallets are actually in existence, if you can consider that most XRP holders have at least 2, maybe 3, if not more than that, it really does go to show you guys how few people really do own XRP, how ahead of the curve we are as XRP hodlers, and how the constant efforts to hide the fact that Ripple is going to be part of this financial system continuously occur just makes me so thankful that I found out about XRP when I did. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.